Good morning. It's August 21st, 2026. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. This morning I have set 12 red phoenix faces the sun. In this set, we shift from being on two legs to being on one leg. We also want to pay attention in this particular set. We want to pay attention to pulling up, to extending the breath through each side, and extending the breath upward through the bai hui, the crown of the head right here. All right, so I'll give you a preview here. So as we start the set, we have a little bit something different than what we've been doing. And we also have to pay attention to not only direction, but that rising and lowering to stay centered and in balance. Now, when I slow this down, I'm going to do a little bit better. I reviewed this set this morning and remembered several things that I had trouble with when I was first learning and still have a little bit of trouble with as I'm practicing. First of all, I have been doing other things for the past several months, and as a result of that, some of my postures are not what I would like them to be. There's also the fact that when I compare myself with myself, much of my comparison is from 20 years ago. I can't do I can do some of the things that I could do 20 years ago. But right now, my body condition is not the same as it was 20 years ago. I haven't been doing all of the things that I was doing on a regular basis. And I've gotten older. So there are some things where I may be a little more precise. And there are some things where I may wobble a little bit more. And there's part of that that I can correct. The precision, I don't want to correct. I want to keep that. The wobble, I can correct because what's causing it is lack of practice. It's not, oh, I just did this and this and just, no, it's practice. Once we can find the center, where's my center? Where's my center? It's right here. Actually, I'm holding it in two places right here. One here and one here. So one's up here, one's down here. Once I find that center line along the center of my body through the supporting leg. Okay, so I'm still on one leg here. Okay, once I find that center, okay, now I have to come down because I was going to fall. I can stay there longer. The better I get at finding that placement, pulling up through the back, pulling up through the center, to bring the leg up and keeping energy in that leg. I'm still a little wobbly through the ankle, but I'm still here. I'm still here. All right. That ability to shift the weight, pull everything onto one leg, find that center line. Where's my balance along that center line? And then be able to use that center to maintain balance as we're moving is part of what we want to accomplish in this set. We do. Excuse me. the other part of what we want to accomplish is the combination of breath with the movement, so that the breath helps to support the movement. So in Red Phoenix Faces the Sun, we're turning side to side, and we want that pull up through the crown of the head so that the breath extends upward to heaven. Through the body, we pay attention to yin and yang. Right side is yang, left side is yin. We want each to be in balance and each to complement the other. So if I'm on the right, my body is on the yang side. As I pull up, I want to pay attention to yin. I'm here, pull in, extend, pull back in. That turn makes a difference through the body. We're not moving the sustaining leg, it's the body that turns. This foot pulls in. If I'm on the right, left foot pulls in. If I'm on the left, right foot pulls in. That gives us the set on the left so that I can pull up. Right? If I'm not well placed on the left, I can't pull up on the right. I can't do that. I have to be well placed. Pay attention at the very beginning. We're going to do 2 sets, and then we'll stop and we'll take a break and we'll do 4 more. Pay attention to pulling up through the leg. Pay attention to keeping the body well centered. I'm going to turn around. This is the left side and right side. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Sink. Open the hip. Breathe in. Fists come up. Breathe out. Press down. Palms open. Breathe in. Shift onto the right, pull the left in. Breathe out. Extend. Pull up. Come back to center. Right to the outside, press down. Shift. Right hand on the inside. Excuse me, right hand on the outside, left hand on the inside, excuse me. And pull in. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time, palms up. Press down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so as I'm working through this set, there are several things that I should be paying attention to. There are several things that I must pay attention to. And there are opportunities for confusion, mistakes, other kinds of things. So for myself, right here, press down. Come up. Left hand is on the inside. It should not be. Should be here. Left hand goes out, right hand goes up. Inside hand goes up, outside hand goes out. Right? Right hand with the right knee, left hand with the left knee. I'm gonna check on something here real quick. I'm 100% sure of this, but I'm gonna, just because I've been reviewing some things this morning, and this is Professor Leo's book. And as I've been reviewing and looking at some of the instructions that he has, I have remembered, and this is one of the reasons that we write books, this is why we write things down. Because when you practice every day, everything is always perfectly clear. What you're doing that day is always perfectly clear. And it's easy to remember what you're doing. You're doing it every day, so you get better at it. Every day you practice, you do something a little bit better, you pay attention to something, and it's a little bit clearer for you. That's normal and natural. When you don't practice this particular set or that particular set every day, it gets fuzzy. It does. That's why we write things down. That's why we make videos. That's part of why I'm here. That's part of why I'm here. So, this picture, same hand, same leg. That was something, I can do it either way. I can. Okay, so I should be here, right? This hand presses up, this hand presses out. What if I do this? I'm wobbly, but discount that. What if I do that? It changes a couple of things. I'm still on one leg. I've still got one hand extended front. I've still got one hand going up. Part of this set is to focus on this upward extension. So if I get to step back here so you can see my hand, maybe. And nope. Hand goes all the way up, and it's a flat palm, right? So here. Well, there it is. Here. There we go. There is body alignment. There is correct placement, and you can feel it. Okay. The change that I made just then, there we go, was a change in the position of my leg and my arm, so that my leg and my arm were both well aligned, instead of my arm being a little to the side. In many cases, I want my arm to be a little to the side. In this case, I want my arm to be well aligned with my leg. I do. That body alignment carries the alignment of the physical body. It carries the alignment of the internal body, the energy, and the chi. So that as we are pressing upward, that full body extension to press upward is used. The same as we press outward, we want to use that connection through the body. I can't shift that way. We want to use that. As we pay attention to body placement, position, what has to hold, what can relax, because the shoulders need to relax. So the shoulders stay down and the chest doesn't come up. It stays even. It's not sunk, and it's not out. So no, no, yes. The upper back has to sustain. That's where the strength to hold on one leg comes from. It's through the upper back. It's up in here. It's not here. that doesn't help you. It helps a little bit, but not really. It's a lot of upper back and abdomen, and the small muscles in the abdomen that cross through the hip to help control the leg. Those are the ones that we want to pay attention to. This class is intended for the student. Right? I've gone a little bit more in detail about the physical movements for this set because we're now in the last series. This is set 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They don't get any easier. That recognition is something that is important in practice. It's important in study. We're going to practice 4 more sets. As we do that, paying attention to good body alignment, paying attention to the placement of the leg and the hands through the body, right? Body pulls up, upper body extends, leg comes up, other leg, right? And we can hold that without strain. It's without strain. The breath will help. Pay attention again to good body alignment. Pay attention to the cycle of the breath. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth. And breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Breathe in, straighten. Hands form fist. Cross at the chest. Press down as palms. Shift right. Pull in on the left. Press up. Extend out. Pull in. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press down the palm. Breathe in. Pull in. Extend. Pull in. Center. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find your center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Fist cross. Breathe out. Press down. Breathe in again. Crisscross, pull in. Breathe out. Press out and up. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Crisscross. Breathe out. Press down. Breathe in. Shift. Breathe out. Center. Breathe out. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Press down. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you look closely at this set, you will see the first three. I'm pretty stable. It's all right. The last one, the last set, not so much. I was thinking about what we're doing here in class. I was paying attention to the particulars for what I was saying about the movement. I was not concentrating on finding my center and keeping my balance. And I was starting to get just a little bit tired. Just a little bit, not much. That effort to shift and hold and not wobble. I'm still wobbling. That not wobble part is part of balance, placement, holding. Yeah, I want my leg up here. I don't want it down there. I want it up here. Bring it up. Hey, bring it up, bring it in. There we go. All right. Just, if I know these things, right? I mean, I'm going to stop for a second here. Part of the reason that I'm talking about all of these corrections is because these are the same kinds of corrections that any student is going to need to work on. I'm going to show this on this other side here. All right, as I pull up on the right, and I'm going to bring my left leg up, I stop here. As I'm still wobbly on the right side, I need to do something here. Okay, this should be okay. I bring my left leg up, I'm here. No, it should be here. That difference matters for the posture. It matters for what we're trying to do with the set. If today I'm here, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not awful. But if I don't know that it should be up here, how can I learn that? How can I pay attention to what I have to do? Because what I have to do for my thigh to be parallel to the floor is not the same as what I have to do if my thigh has a bit of an angle. It's not. The shape of the form makes a difference for both how we practice as well as the benefit and the ideal of what we're doing. So maybe today, I'm not 90 and maybe I hit 75 degrees. It's okay. I know that it should be flat. I should be parallel. what do I need to do? Well, I need to build up my abs. I need to build up the internal, the muscles that go across through the abs that support the leg. I need to build up my back muscles because I've let them get a little bit lazy. And I need to build the lift that comes through the back of the leg so that the leg will sustain. I know all of that. I have to go do it. That is part of what the student has to learn. Connecting the breath, being able to work with the movement, understanding the shape of the movement, the way the movement should be done. The difference between what we may be doing today and what we will be able to do tomorrow. All of those make a difference in practice. The more the student understands that progression, the more the student understands the development, the more the capacity the student has for that development. If the student only thinks about this as a one-time thing, then I can't do that. Well, practice every day, and after a year you can. It might not even take you that long. Practice, knowing what to practice, knowing how to practice, knowing how to develop your practice is something that we learn. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. It's also something that we teach, that we should teach. I thank you for being here today. Bye.